Today is the day. In just about an hour, the doors will open for the first concert at the brand new Acrisure Amphitheater in downtown Grand Rapids. The concert starts at 7:30 tonight with opening acts Warren Treaty and Grand Rapids' own Brian Vander Ark before the headliner, music legend Lionel Richie. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Juliette Dragus. The 12,000-seat venue is the result of nearly 20 years of planning. Already more than 40 shows are scheduled for the amphitheater from now through September. We have team coverage this afternoon with everything you need to know, including parking, rideshare options, and what you can and cannot bring into the venue. 13 on your side's Elena Holland and meteorologist Blake Hansen are live from the roof of Founders Brewing Company with a view of the amphitheater to get us started.
Okay, so this is amazing, Juliette, to be standing on top of the roof at Founders. I mean, look at this view we have of the amphitheater. I don't think it gets any better than that. We have seen so many people lining up to all over the area. There's big crowds outside. People are taking advantage of the social districts, and we'll get to all of that in just a few moments. Everyone getting really excited for Lionel Richie. And can you ask for better weather? It's a little windy on the roof, but the sun is shining.
The sun is shining, temperatures are comfortable, and you really can't ask for more here on this opening night at the amphitheater. By the way, Elena, those numbers are going to remain comfy all evening long. We're sitting in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees here in downtown Grand Rapids. We'll slowly slide through the 60s as this evening goes on, and the wind will somewhat relax too as we head towards sunset. So all in all, beautiful weather here for the opening concert as this evening goes on. Coming up in your full forecast, we'll talk more about the increasing warmth and humidity this weekend, along with some periodic thunderstorms. We'll have the complete timing of that a few minutes from now.
Well, Blake, that's fantastic, because I know a lot of people are going to be walking, because parking to get to the amphitheater is in a few different places, and we've been reporting on all those places here over the past few weeks. The traffic we're starting to see back up here, there's a line at some points to the Wealthy exit on 131, as we can see. People are heading to the concert door right now, and let's go to 13 Your Side's Micah Cho. He joins us live with more on that parking situation and how people are getting to the amphitheater tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So right behind us, real quick, that's the Market 131 ramp to get back on here, or I'm sorry, here to Market. So let's kind of go down this way a little bit more towards the Amway Grand. Oh, we got some angry traffic drivers tonight, but let's go back down this way. We see traffic starting to kind of back up here. We did talk with some people that were going to Lionel Richie concert. We stopped them on the corner, again, off of Cherry. They told us that they came here from Toledo. Right now, it's not too bad, but they are starting to hear that, again, traffic is starting to back up a little bit. So Market Street between Cherry and Bartlett will be closed today, as well as minor closures at William Street between Market and Cesar Y. Chavez, and Finney Street between Bartlett and Cherry. Essentially, all the roads surrounding the amphitheater will be closed starting, again, right now. Now, for those parking downtown, expect a 5 to 10 minute walk. Today, we spoke with two guys who were selling parking spots off Ionian near the Globe Apartments. They told us with the new amphitheater, they expect a big demand in parking because of the many events happening downtown tonight.
Yeah, we're expecting a lot of people, especially with Van Andel being packed. So there's going to be a lot going on downtown tonight.
Absolutely. Heard 4 concerts, so it should be a lot. It's definitely going to bring a lot more people down here, especially on a night like tonight where there's 4 concerts. It's going to be a lot more packed. It's going to be very hectic, so we'll see how the city handles it.
Now, they aren't the only ones selling spots downtown. We have the 8th Day Gym here. They are selling parking spots for $50. And right behind us is the mobile gas station. They have a sign that says parking best offer. They have very limited spots here. I talked with somebody inside the store today. Let's kind of show the mobile real quick. Some people still, it looks like there are some cars starting to park here. There is something that says best offer. That best offer means as demand for parking increases, so will their possible prices here. And then we also looked at where you can reserve parking. Not many spots were left on the website, and the closest one at a half mile was going for around $69. In Grand Rapids, I'm Micah Cho for 13 on your side.
Thank you, Micah. A mess trying to park downtown. You're going to have to deal with delays as you head to the show. Southbound 131, actually northbound right now. We've got a crash reported at Ann Street. That's backing things up back to the Ford Freeway. Got another crash on the eastbound side of 196 near 28th. No word on any injuries there. But again, we do have crews on the scene. Another crash reported Wilson Avenue, south of Lake Michigan Drive at O'Brien. As Micah mentioned, southbound 131, that Market Street off-ramp, that's shut down around 1:30 this afternoon. It's going to remain closed until at least midnight. That's pending officer approval to reopen it later on tonight. So give yourself plenty of extra time to get to the show and be careful. Look out for pedestrians. As we take a look now at 131 through downtown Grand Rapids, north and southbound right now running very heavy. Again, give yourself plenty of extra time. I'll keep you updated on all the latest travel conditions on the X. Follow me at Dave13 Traffic.
Hey, Dave, thanks so much. So maybe after all of that, you're thinking, I don't want to drive downtown tonight. You do have the option of having a rideshare company like Uber or Lyft drop you off downtown. But keep in mind, the city recently changed where that driver can drop you off. In addition to the drop-off location on the Fulton Street Bridge, Mobile GR is adding a pickup and drop-off location on Cesar E. Chavez Avenue under US 131, that's between Oaks and Cherry. The change shrinks the geofence around the amphitheater, reopening access to most late-night businesses in the area. But the city says the changes are already live in Lyft, but Uber still has yet to confirm these changes. You should check with your rideshare to verify this. Mobile GR says the changes are due to the community feedback. Well, speaking of rideshare, we know somebody who is very familiar with what's happening with the rideshare experience tonight. 13 on Your Side's Michael Martin has been inside the rideshare this evening. He's even talking to the drivers. He tells us what that experience is as he joins us now live. Michael?
Elena, yes, I am inside a rideshare right now, specifically a boutique rideshare, you might call it, CBE Concierge, courtesy of Mr. Chuck Elliott here. We are on our way to the Acrisure Amphitheater for night one here with a few friends. They let us tag along for the ride. Guys, are we excited for
Yes.
live?
Oh, yeah.
All right, and probably most excited about the fact that they don't have to park downtown. My goodness. That is not what we want to do tonight. Chuck, if you could, tell us the plan of attack here. We are headed downtown. We're not quite there, but we know we're supposed to go to the Fulton Street Bridge or that section of Cesar Chavez. What are we shooting for?
So plan A is to go to the Fulton Street Bridge as directed by the city of Grand Rapids. Now, if it's unsafe, meaning that if there's a lot of people there and I can't put my clients, in it, I can't drop them off in a safe environment. We've got a couple other locations that are outside the gray area that we're going to drop them off at, and hopefully put them just as close, if not closer, to the Acrisure Amphitheater.
Very well. All right. Well, we are going to continue to check in with this ride and what that actually looks like when we get to those designated spots where rideshare is supposed to happen. So check back in. For now, though, live in a moving vehicle in Kent County or close, Michael Martin, 13 on Your Side.
Oh, Michael, thank you so much for experiencing that with us and showing us what it's going to be like as people head to the concert tonight. Of course, most people are heading down to the first show at the new Acrisure Amphitheater. Doors open at 6 o'clock and the show is scheduled to start at 7:30. Let's recap what's happening tonight. Warren Treaty and Grand Rapids' own Brian Vander Ark will perform before music legend Lionel Richie takes the stage. Just a quick reminder here, though, some of the things, the policies of the venue that you can bring in, only small clutches or bags for medical or parental needs are allowed. Blankets and some chairs are allowed for the lawn. Here's a look at some of the things, though, you cannot bring in. That includes things like umbrellas, strollers, laser pointers, and any outside food and drink. All right, so let's talk about the food and drink, though. One very exciting thing that's happening with this Acrisure Amphitheater opening is an expansion of a social district, and a lot of people are enjoying that already tonight. Let's head down to 13 on Your Side's Jordan Hatfield, who is seeing how people are enjoying themselves in this space ahead of the concert. Jordan, what can you tell us?
Yes, Elena, people are bringing drinks from local restaurants around here thanks to the social district. I've seen a couple of them take it right to the gate, but unfortunately you're not able to bring that inside unless you do finish it outside the gate, that is. Now, people out here I've spoken with are excited for the amphitheater's opening. I was around here talking to some folks as they were walking around. One man, Gabe Doran, tells me he's excited for the opportunities for more big-name artists to come downtown. He did note that parking was a bit of an issue given the amphitheater's location, but he did have a game plan.
It'd be a lot harder. Lots of people using the ride share and taking buses, but I'm just going to sit and watch Netflix and wait to get in.
Now, Doran added that he has seen some parking spaces go for about $40 if you want to park in a lot. I see some down there going for as much as $50, but he was able to find some street parking and only paid about $5, so he got pretty lucky here. And yes, like I mentioned, I did see some folks walking around with beers before they got in, but you know what I've seen more of, honestly, lately? Bottles of water, which, hey, if you want to go all night long, you want to stay hydrated. For now, Jordan Hatfield, 13 on your side.
Some excellent tips, Jordan. Make sure you have water today. As Blake mentioned, the sun is beating down, so if you have that, make sure you get some at the Acrisure Amphitheater too. As we've been out here for the past hour, we've seen so many people lining up. The crowd is getting bigger, the crowd is getting excited, and we're gonna be here live on top of the roof of Founders Brewing Company throughout our shows tonight. But for now, let's send things back to Juliet in the studio. Juliet.
All right, Alina, we'll see you in just a little bit. As the new amphitheater opened, some neighbors have been asking questions about how late the shows could go at night. According to the city of Grand Rapids, the amphitheater is exempt from the city's standard entertainment noise ordinance. So under normal city rules, businesses cannot have frequent or continuous sound that can be heard more than 100 feet away during overnight hours. However, city officials say the amphitheater falls under a separate exemption in the noise code. The city tells us most shows will end by 11 p.m. unless there are weather delays or special permission is granted for an extension. Be sure to stay with us throughout the evening for continuing coverage of the amphitheater opening. We'll have crews live on the air until 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to be streaming from 6:30 to 7 and then regular newscast until 6:30. And then be sure to tune in for 13 on Your Side late night at 11 o'clock for a wrap-up.